The decision to use lethal force is one of the most momentous and consequential decisions a police officer can make. It is a decision that can have irreversible consequences, not only for the officer involved, but also for the suspect, their families, and the community as a whole. But this act, intended to maintain order, often sparks debates on power, accountability, and the cost of public safety. From the adrenaline-pumping confrontations to the legal and ethical ramifications, this is a raw exploration of the thin boundary between justice and chaos. Today, we'll look at times when police open fire on criminals. Well, we will get to know very soon. Eduardo Villaseñor. On September 4th, 2023, around 1:11 p.m., the cops at East Los Angeles Station got a call about a guy with a gun at a place on South Atlantic Boulevard in unincorporated Los Angeles. The caller said this guy went to a gas station, grabbed some stuff, and then whipped out a handgun from his backpack, holding it by his side as he made a run for it.
45 en la 9.
The guy causing the ruckus was later identified as 32-year-old Eduardo Villaseñor. A little while later, the deputies found Villaseñor strolling down South Atlantic Boulevard in the 400 block and told him to stop.
Fucking ass, no! Show me your hands! Stop right there! Stop right there now! Show me your hands! Stop right now! Show me your hands now! Show me your hands! Show me your fucking hands now! Show me your fucking hands now! Show me your hands! Show me your fucking hands now! Show me your hands!
Did he? Nope. Villaseñor continued strolling. Villaseñor was holding a gun and was in plain sight. Plus, he wasn't putting great effort into trying to escape. Still, he ignored the police cars trailing him and refused to listen to the officer's orders. Maybe it was because Villaseñor was armed, or maybe because coming down from the car and running after an armed man would be dangerous and give the suspect time to run. Whatever the case, Villaseñor wasn't ready for what was about to happen next. Deputy Humberto Inzunza's shots hit Villaseñor. He dropped his gun and fell to the ground, writhing in pain. The deputies played hero, giving him first aid until the paramedics from the Los Angeles County Fire Department showed up. They rushed Villaseñor to a nearby hospital, and he was reported to be in stable condition.
998, 998.
998, Atlantic.
Keep your hands where I can see them! Keep your hands where I can see them now!
998 Atlantic.
Keep your hands where I can see them now! Let me see your hands! Don't move! Don't move!
All three deputies are accounted for.
The officers also recovered Villaseñor's loaded semi-automatic handgun at the scene. Turns out, Villaseñor wasn't doing just some casual shopping. He committed an armed robbery at the gas station. After the robbery, he made a break for it and even pointed his gun at some guy not too far from the gas station. Luckily, no one else got hurt in this crazy incident. Following the shooting, the detectives from LASD Homicide rushed to the scene, conducting their interviews and dug into the details. But they weren't alone in this. The Office of the Inspector General, Internal Affairs Bureau, and the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office swooped in, too, questioning witnesses and trying to get the picture of what actually happened. Once the detectives wrap up their part, the case heads to the District Attorney's Office. They'll be the ones to figure out if the deputies used excessive force or broke any laws. After that, LASD will have to conduct an internal investigation to check if everything matches up with their rules, policies, and procedures of engagement. Meanwhile, Villaseñor will have enough time to think about his actions in the hospital, just like Manuel Ramirez. On August 9th, 2023, around 5:50 p.m., the Foothill officers got a bunch of radio calls. People were talking about a hit and run and a crazy driver in a Department of Water and Power DWP vehicle around the 10600 block of Laurel Canyon Boulevard.
CHP with a transit for a hit and run. Go ahead, sir.
Oh yeah, hi. So I just was involved in a hit and run crash. It's I think I got the correct plates for it, but it was
Does anyone need a paramedic?
No, everyone's fine. I parked on the side. I moved the car was able to still move to the side, so it's all good. I'm not going to obstruct traffic or anything.
LA City 911, operator 498.
Hi, good evening. I'm calling to report. There was a white gentleman driving a fire department vehicle. It was DWP. It was a DWP, and he just took the red light. I don't know if it was stolen because the guy was shirtless, and he went in the middle of traffic, and he was heading north down San Fernando Road.
You saw this at San Fernando Road and what cross street?
He almost hit us.
Yes. He almost
Paxton.
Paxton?
And San Fernando Road, yes. And he was.
And what time did this happen?
Just right now.
Okay. And what color? It was a pickup truck or what kind of DWP car?
It was a white DWP.
Is that a pickup truck or what kind of car was it?
Looks like an SUV.
An SUV?
Yes.
Okay, were you able to see the license plate of the SUV, of the DWP car?
Hi, they just crashed a guy with the water and power truck, crashed into my mother-in-law's house, and he hit my mother-in-law, my boyfriend.
Does anybody need an ambulance?
Yeah, well, I don't think they need an ambulance.
When the officers got there, they discovered that someone had used the vehicle as a deadly weapon. They put out a description of the vehicle: a white, full-size SUV. Not long after, the officers found the SUV and started chasing it.
Yeah, no, just go.
The person driving, later identified as 28-year-old Manuel Ramirez, drove into the 5 freeway.
6936 southbound 5 freeway, approaching Penrose.
During the chase, Ramirez crashed into 2 other cars, but didn't stop. He kept going, got off at Colorado Boulevard, and ended up in a business parking lot with no way out. Ramirez then went up a steep driveway, crashed through a gate, did a U-turn, and hit 2 police cars and a van on purpose.
Hold on, you turn around. You turn around, he's going to be facing your way. After you come up that ramp, he's facing your way. Coming down the ramp, towards the office. Great for the help, ball.
I'm alright.
Turn around, he's going to be facing your way. After you come up that ramp, he's facing your way. He's coming down the ramp, towards the office. Come up that ramp, he's facing your way. He's coming down the ramp towards the officer.
The SUV finally stopped at Edenhurst Avenue near Colorado Street, and that's when things got intense.
Let's continue to move the vehicle. Let's keep reversing. Attempting to turn the vehicle.
Get that dude out!
Just going to continue to move the vehicle, reversing. He's coming forward, he's ramming the police cars. Suspect is ramming the police cars.
The fucking ground! Shots fired after these help! Shots fired! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Hold on, you turn around.
Ramirez didn't surrender and instead drove at the officers. They fired shots, and it happened again after he drove a bit more. Eventually, the SUV stopped. They told Ramirez to surrender, but he didn't listen. The SWAT team showed up, and they arrested Ramirez without any more drama.
Frazier! Frazier! Get behind cover! Hey, up on this side. One shooter, one less than
Okay, Santiago, get off on the L-ramp and make the left.
Where is this? We're gonna get you some medical help, man. Got his arm. Let me grab his leg. I got his leg. Ah! Alright, let's handcuff him. No! Don't use that! Use the cuff! Okay.
Ramirez got hit by bullets during the shooting and had to go to the hospital. After getting treated, he was released and booked for assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer. His bail was set at $152,000. 3 officers got hurt during this mess. 2 were treated at the scene, and 1 went to the hospital but is okay now. Turns out the DWP truck Ramirez was driving was stolen, but nobody reported it. So after all that craziness, the LAPD Special Force Investigation Division showed up at the scene. They talked to witnesses and made sure the Forensic Science Division folks collected all the evidence. The Chief of Police, the Board of Police Commissioners, and the Office of Inspector General are going to take a good look at the whole investigation. They want to make sure that everything was done right and check if the use of deadly force followed all LAPD rules. Although Ramirez's actions were undoubtedly crazy, our next suspect puts up a fair challenge: Misha Scott. On October 1st, 2023, cops in Harbor Division got a radio call about some family drama at Gaffey Street and Capitol Drive, right in a store parking lot.
Wait, hold on. They coming. I have a mom taking a child that I have custody of, and I need help. She's getting ready to get into a car and drive off.
They rolled up and had a chat with everyone involved, including a 39-year-old named Misha Scott.
Oh, what happened today? I got up, I took a shower, I got a shower, and we headed to the park.
Okay.
And then today,
let me ask you a question. So is staying with you?
No, the whole time, all summer, every day that he's supposed to be with him. I take him to school, I fix him clothes, I buy his food. I got beat up.
Okay, you tell me a bunch of stuff that doesn't really
No,
apply, but
I'm just telling you.
No, because I need to figure this out.
Because I'm upset, that's why. So
yeah,
you keep telling me to calm down. You can't keep. That's why I said, can you call somebody that can negotiate all of our situations so we all leave fair, so no one just cause more commotion.
I'm trying to do that.
This is a hazard.
Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions again. What's going on? So they don't have any documentation on it, so I'm going to see if that's the information they gave me on the child, to see if there's an open case.
Everybody knows their rights and they don't give a fuck. Like, I give a fuck about my rights.
She doesn't have custody of him, but they've been letting her see her son.
I don't want to talk
to
her no more.
Doing better, so they gave her permission to see him. But today, when they called for her to return the child, she has been kind of evading them, so they had to come here and track her down. And she's just refusing to get the child. All they want is to get the child.
I should have called kidnapping on here. Okay. Oh, we planning to kidnap.
So they're saying that DCSF decided who was supposed to. There's no court order or
charging someone that told me because they don't have an actual they don't have paperwork on them.
No, I got it
So I just told me to just contact DCFS to see if there's an open case on it already, just to verify.
Okay. So, sir, I'm sorry, you have no paperwork, documentation on you at all? They'll help us.
Wasn't expecting this.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it. I just don't have it on me.
Just coming to pick him up as a normal.
Yeah.
After a good talk, they managed to smoothly pass custody of a kid from one person to another.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. You didn't give me
We're not playing games.
Bye. You want your stuff, baby? Let him. Can he get his stuff, please?
Okay, you want him to go with him?
No.
Well, give me his stuff.
I'm just playing. Where else he gonna go?
We're not playing, ma'am. Aisha, we're not playing games.
Okay, we'll get his stuff.
Once the kid exchange was done, Scott hopped onto her white Chevy U-Haul pickup and looked like she was heading for the exit. Here's where things went south. Instead of leaving, Scott gunned it north, aiming for one of the folks and an officer. She hit the person but just missed the officer. Then she headed south, going for another officer, and things got really tense.
Now CSF know that.
Whoa! Hey!
3189.
The incident number is
3189.
Whoa! Hey! Whoa!
511 officers help. Shots fired. The target.
Know that.
The officers called for backup, and Scott made a run for it. The chase went on until Pacific Avenue and Paseo del Mar, where she crashed into a tree. They nabbed Scott without any more trouble.
It's actually
Paseo del Mar.
At TC, into the park here, guys. Hold the frequency control. Hold the frequency up.
Can't see it. Airbags are open. We're gonna need to get her, Ralph. Go!
Hey, go ahead. Pull her up.
Give me her. Come here, quick. On your stomach.
Hold up.
Hey, Bill,
The Los Angeles Fire Department showed up at the start, helping the person Scott hit. They also showed up at the end, took Scott to the hospital and patched her up, and then got the green light for booking. Now, Scott's in trouble for attempted murder and assault with a deadly weapon on a peace officer with a vehicle. Luckily, no one else got hurt. They towed Scott's ride away as evidence, and the Force Investigation Division is checking out what went down. No doubt, evading the law can be a game of cat and mouse. These real-life pursuits are as unpredictable as they are riveting, yet justice tends to prevail. When the daring culprits are apprehended, it's a victory for the relentless pursuit of fairness. It's akin to a thrilling chase where law enforcement often outmaneuvers the bold. Which of these daring scenarios takes the crown for sheer audacity? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's unravel the wildest of these high-stakes pursuits together.